It's the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com on your Tuesday morning. Hey, we've got some really nice weather coming up this weekend, and, well, that's a good thing because there are a lot of things going on this weekend, next weekend, all through the month of October. In the studio with us this morning is our representatives from the Homer City Community Garden joining us here today to talk about a big festival they have coming up, and it's not this weekend but next. Misty Hunt is with us and Alexa Rossi. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you both with us. Our conversation this morning presented by Marcus and Mack, voted Best Law Firm and Best Personal Injury Lawyer 3 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. All right, Misty, what do we have happening here?
Well, first of all, thanks for having us. We're running solo without Aaron today, so I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet.
Does he know you're here?
He does know we're
Okay.
here. Did we need his permission? No, he knew. He knew we were coming. He said, you guys can handle it on your own now.
There you go.
So, my name is Misty Hunt, and I am the chair, and this is my co-chair, Alexa. And we're here representing the garden as well as Homer Center Parks and Rec because that's who is our funding person, and it's that time of year for us to promote our fundraiser, which is Harvest Fest. Last year's went really well, so we're back at it, doing it again. Our goal for this festival is to build community engagement while promoting positivity through showcasing the handmade artists of our local area. We put a huge emphasis on the Homer Center area to give Indiana County a chance to see all the amazing things that our town has to offer. Mm-hmm. Like I said, this is our second year organizing this festival, which includes free admission and free parking. We have a lot of interesting things planned. It's back. It's bigger and better than ever. The date this year is October 12th, and that's going to run from 2 to 9 p.m., which is an hour earlier than last year because it was a little chilly, so we thought maybe we'd move it back an hour. We have all sorts of great activities planned. Our main event is going to be our band, which is the Harmony Guild, and that is featuring a former Homer Center math teacher, Mr. Mark Butler, so that's going to be a bit of nostalgia, I think, for everybody. We hope that Homer Center residents and the alumni will come out and enjoy that and enjoy seeing him perform. He's notorious for Christmas time stuff at the school, and he always sang songs for them, so that'll be fun. The band goes on stage from 6 to 9 p.m., and that'll wrap up our day. And I'm going to let Alexa discuss everything that will happen at the garden as far as activities that are included. So that's what she's going to talk to you about.
All right, Alexa, you're up.
All right. Well, like she said, I'm the co-chair. I'm Alexa Rossi. And also this event's from 2 to 9 at the garden. We're going to have local vendors there from 2 to 9. And we just ask for cash. Our vendors have said that is preferred. They don't have to pay fees on cash where they would have to pay on credit debit purchases. And then also before the festival, we currently have our scarecrow contest going on. There's scarecrows hung on Main Street in Homer City. We also have photos of that on our Facebook. We're going to be announcing the winners for that at 4 p.m. the day of the festival. Something new this year is a 50-50. That's going to be pulled at 6 p.m. And then we're going to give the Harmony Guild a little break at 7:30. And we're going to pull our basket raffle because we have another basket raffle this year. For the entire event, we're going to have free hay rides that'll just take you down to Main Street to see the businesses, see the scarecrows. And also we're going to have some face painting. We do have our handmade vendors. There's going to be children's activities that are provided by the nonprofit groups. We do have 3 Homer Center groups that are going to be there to raise funds for their activities. So yeah, I know that one of them is the cheerleaders. We're doing a bake sale, so my little girl's excited. And then also we do have, in addition to our festivities this year, that is going to take place on Main Street, and Misty can tell you more about that.
Well, you guys are very coordinated. You're up, Misty.
I know that I tend to wander sometimes, so I'm trying to stay focused here. So Rachel Russell is actually representing Disobedient Spirits this year, and she proposed an additional part of the festival that will take place on Elm Street. She worked really hard. We helped her out. We all worked together and proposed to the Borough Council to have Elm Street shut down so that we could allow her to have a drinking permit on Elm Street and have 3 bands there, as well as a kids corner where they can play and have fun. So that's a big addition to us, which makes it just a more expansive, amazing spot. The features of Elm Street are presented by Disobedient and Trendy Trades. They're going to have 3 bands. The bands are called Thrive, Brooks and Nat, and Renegade Revival, and they're going to play from 2 to 6. Disobedient will feature drink specials, and there'll be sales at Trendy Trades, as well as a kids corner is what they're calling it, where they're going to play and have activities and stuff to do. Another thing that we offered our businesses on Main Street this year was we're going to advertise on the hayride if they have any specials, like a buy one get one or something like that, just to try to create a little more cohesive town event and rather than just the garden event. That was the whole point of the festival to begin with. So this expansion is really kind of helping bring our dreams to fruition here. Like I said, the hay rides are going to help connect the 2 pieces together, and those are courtesy of the Akins Family Farm out of Blairsville, which is my sister's family that she married into, and so we're really grateful for that. Parking will be available at Fireman's Field, and we thank the firemen for that. And limited handicap parking will be available at nearby churches, including the Methodist Church. And we're going to talk to a couple other churches to see if we can't get some details worked out there. We'll post all of that on our Facebook page. So if you want up-to-date details, that's the best place to find our information. Also, we have a website, which is HomerCityGarden.com, and that has a lot of information about Harvest Fest as well. So check that out. We'd like to thank our technology volunteer, Sean, for helping us out with that. And also, we'd like to give a shout out to Mr. Ditter and the Homer City Alliance Church. There's so many things we could thank him for that would take us forever, but he provides us also with a generator and several different items like tables and whatnot. And he's also opened the fellowship hall up to us to host classes. So we just wanted to give him recognition for everything that he does, because he doesn't take recognition well, because he's such just a charitable person, and we appreciate him. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors, which are Trendy Trades, First Commonwealth, Walbeck Insurance, S&T Bank, Aaron Lehman from Beaconsfield Financial, one of the many hats he wears, Cosmax Barbershop at NatureWorks, and Imperfectly Twisted Creations. Their sponsorship is what has allowed us to fund this festival, and all the remaining funds that we collect at the festival will go towards everything that we need for the garden next year, so we do really appreciate that. And my final wrapping up remarks was something that Aaron said to us at the beginning of this endeavor was that you can build a community around a garden, and I think that's kind of now become our motto. So I really feel like this event allows us to have community involvement and bring people from outside to see what we have, and I don't know, maybe get some people to think that it's cool enough to live in our town, because we could use a few more residents. You know?
Sure.
Sorry, I rambled a lot, but what else do you want to hear?
All I had to do was say hello.
I know, right? Listen, I came prepared today.
Well, that's terrific.
I had a lot of stuff, and I knew I'd forget it. So
That's terrific stuff. Well, the big question, of course, has to be with the Homer City Community Garden. How did the garden grow this year?
Oh my gosh, the garden was amazing. We had so much, it was hard to keep up with the harvesting, to be honest, and which is great, despite the large drought that we had for a decent chunk of the summer. We again shout out to the fire department for helping us keep the water filled so that we could keep things watered. And we had an amazing helper, Heather Buffington. She was the one that was helping with keeping it up, and she was one of the ones that was responsible for a lot of the harvest, so we want to say thank you to her as well. But we grew a lot of things. And we handed stuff out. We hung stuff on the fence and just let people take whatever. But we had 2 main events, one was at Trendy Trade just was it last week, I guess?
Last Thursday, yeah.
And we handed out stuff then, and then we also handed stuff out at the Hoodlebug. And it was just a really fun time to set up our display of all the things that we had to offer. And we must have grown some pretty nice tomatoes, because we had a lot of people asking, how much are these tomatoes? And we're like, no, you just take them. And that was like a concept that just kind of blew their minds. We're like, no, we grew this for free for you guys, So that was pretty cool.
I bet you planted zucchini too.
We did not do zucchini.
No.
Everybody asked. No, this was a rough year for anything that was like vine or squash related. The vine borer bugs were not pleasant, and I tried to wait it out a little bit, and we got overwhelmed by them, and I just gave up, and we had a really full garden by then, and I didn't know where to put the zucchini. But
Well, there you go.
zucchini's hard. You need a lot of space for that. So we try to grow the stuff you can get the most impact for the small amount of space.
Well, absolutely. And it sounds like you did wonderfully. And it sounds as well like the folks really appreciate something like the community garden. All right. So,
We hope so.
let's press the reset button here on the festival. Tell the folks the whens and the wheres.
Okay, so the when is the date is October 12th from 2 to 9 p.m.
Where?
The wheres.
Where in Town Park, Homer City, which is located at 131 East Wiley Street. Also, the feature with Disobedient Spirits and Trendy Trades will be on Elm Street, which is the road adjacent to the park. So it's within walking distance. So if you're at Elm Street, you can just walk up, and there we're going to be in the field. So we're touching gently each other. So Main Street. There'll be other things happening there, and in Town Park is where we're going to be at, raising funds for the garden.
And folks can park at Fireman's
They
Field.
can park at Fireman's Field. That's the main parking space. If you need something a little more accommodating close by, then I would check out the Methodist Church on Main Street, their parking space, and there's limited side street parking as well. They'll be open other than Elm Street. So
Misty Hunt, Alexa Rossi, thanks so much for the visit.
thank you for having us.
Wish you the best during this event. And my goodness, it sounds like you're really kicking it there in Homer City.
We're trying. We're doing our best.
I like it. It's Indiana in the Morning. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com.